back to my channel. Ooh, that's part of my poncho. If you're new here, then welcome. Nice to meet you. I hope that I can help you with whatever it is that you are seeking answers to. Before I properly get started, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I'm making about 50 to 60 new subscribers a day, and it's literally blowing my mind. Like, before I started doing tarot readings, I had 22 subscribers. So, and not to depreciate them, like, I'm so grateful to them, but to see how much my channel has grown in the last couple of days is like blowing my mind. So thank you so much to everyone who's supporting me. Thank you so much if you've liked, subscribed, commented, watched my videos. I'm really just so grateful. It's so awesome to be able to do this. So yeah, I can't say thanks enough. So today's question is going to be for people who are single mainly and have just broken up with somebody, or have an ex that they're wondering about, and the question is, will we get back together? Okay, so I'm currently uploading a video now, which is will they choose me, which is more so for people who are single or in a relationship or broken up, but this one's more specific, is will we get back together? So I'm doing that one, and then tomorrow I'm doing a requested video by one of my viewers, so hold out tight for that one. I'll keep that one a secret, but yeah, so we've got group number 1 with the blue turquoise, and group number 2 with the untumbled rough stone. I thought we'd go all blue today. I don't know what that is. And then we've got this one here, which reminds me of the blue turquoise, but I feel like it's been dyed. I don't know if it's naturally that color. Let me know in the comments if you know what these two are. But yeah, so we've got group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So feel free to pause the video, take a deep breath in, and take a deep breath out, and just meditate on the stones, and I ask that you choose based off of your intuition, and when you're ready we will get started. Okay, so as usual we will be starting with the Sentinel Tarot, and we're asking the question, will we get back together, for group number 1. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands, which is a pretty good start if you ask me. Whoop. 2 of Wands. Oh my gosh, I don't even have to shuffle. 3 of Pentacles. They're all just jumping out, ready to go. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords. Take one more, maybe 2, see what happens. Well, group number 1, will they get back together? Please, will they get back together? Queen of Cups. Okay. 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 So I feel like you were together for a while. You maybe even shared a home. You were consolidated in your environment together. You may have even been married, or deeply committed to each other if marriage is not up your alley. I really feel like there was a sense of like you were a part of the family and they were a part of your family, okay? And all of a sudden they've changed their mind about something. There was some sort of decision that had to be made, and I am getting the sense like there could be a third person involved, and it made them feel, I feel like it was just at a flirtation phase. I don't think it was cheating, but I feel like it made them feel young again. Like even if they're physically young, it made them mentally feel young, like that flirtation stage. Like, it made them feel excited again because they have been so consolidated with you. You guys were really in that comfortable phase. Maybe they didn't feel as that excitement that they would usually get with a fresh relationship. So I definitely feel like there was that kind of element, and it kind of awoke the passion within them again. And it's almost like they're two different people, to be honest. It's like, when they're not around you, you might see on social media that they're acting really fun and vivacious, and maybe doing things that you didn't think that they would do, getting really drunk or going bungee jumping, like just doing things that are really outside of what you pictured would be in their comfort zone. And then when they're back around you, it's like, see, they're like trying to hide their passionate side. They're trying to hide what they've been up to. And although the King of Swords is about being honest, I am getting more of like a deceptive feeling here. Like, I feel like they're being really harsh with their words with you. And they might be being honest in the sense that they're telling you that maybe they don't want to be with you anymore and they've had enough. And so, yes, they're being honest in that sense, but I get the feeling like they're being cruel to, like, honest to be cruel, not honest to have integrity. It's honest to hurt you, okay? And you're the Queen of Cups, and this is the only card where in the cups suits where there's a lid on the cup, and I feel like you are still nurturing this relationship. You're still trying to keep this relationship and protect it, but at the moment it's got a lid on it and you can't access the benefits of it, but you don't feel like it's completely gone yet. But we have got the Fool, so I feel like maybe they do want to start a new journey. For some, it could be they do not want to get back together with you. They want to start a new journey, perhaps with this other party, or just they enjoy being single. The Knight of Wands is very reckless and, you know, kind of like that player energy that you might sometimes get if you're talking about it in a negative sense. Yeah, I feel like some of them want to start a new journey. For some of them, they want to take a leap of faith and start afresh with you and start anew with their loyal companion, which is you. Okay? And so, yes, for some of you, they do want to get back together with you, but for some of you, they don't. So this reading is really splitting, but that's the energies I'm getting. Let's try and get some deeper clarification. Okay, the Hermit in reverse. So, whatever change they have made, I think being away from you has been cleansing. And I think that's the same for you. For you to be away from them has been cleansing for you, even if you don't recognize it right now. Yeah, but there will be justice coming, okay? There is going to be some balance coming to the past. And I think you're really, you know, you're holding that sword. I think you're really harboring what they've said to you, but you're trying to remain balanced and protect what you have. But at the same time, I think you're thinking about what you really want. As much as you're trying to protect it, like, you've got your feet really close to the ocean. It's almost like you're almost ready to dip your feet into something new as well. But if you are going to dip your feet into the ocean, you have to be prepared to drown. You know, you have to be prepared to be vulnerable, or, you know, you could be swimming amongst a pod of dolphins, you know, like anything could happen. And you're trying to figure out whether or not you want to be vulnerable and take the risk, or if you want to protect that little chalice of water that you have, okay? And they're trying to figure out exactly what they want as well. You know what? That's why I'm indecisive, because they're indecisive. They don't know. There's a part of them that's like, I should stick to, you know, my loyal companion. And there's another part of them that's like, no, you know what? I want to go out and I want to experience new things. I want to start anew. So they don't actually know what they want. So we've got the Five of Wands, so there's definitely been some conflict going on there. And I see that there's internal conflict going on here too with you and with them. Like, you're both, you know, because you're trying to figure out, your desires, and also wanting to stay with them. So maybe there's a part of you that knows it's time to move on, and maybe there's a part of you that's like, no, like this is my person, you know, I don't want to leave. But we've got the Star in reverse, so I definitely feel like you are out of balance at the moment, and your person is not seeing you in the light that they used to see you, because you're not seeing yourself in this way either. And they are looking to, I'm just trying to be honest here, they are looking for new things, new adventures. But I think there's just this sense of like wanting to protect what you have. And especially if you share a home together, or if you share finances together, there's also that element of like, you don't want to go through all of that struggle of trying to figure out finances, because I think that you're both very proud of your money. You're both very proud of your financial contribution and settlements, and you don't want to compromise that over maybe what has been some what's the word I'm looking for, you know, arguments that could have been avoided, okay? But you are on the defense, but you're about to wear out. You both are. This can't last much longer. It's time to make a decision, because we've got the Two of Wands there. But you see how one wand is like bolted to the wall, and then he holds the other one. It's like, yeah, that's still behind me, but like I'm looking out to the world, I'm looking for new things, and it's keeping them up at night. It's not like it's easy for them, and it's not easy for you either, but like this is causing them grief, but they can't deny what it is that they need for themselves, okay? Because they really are in this page energy. They really want to start something new, and they really feel like what they had with you has just been knocked over. The Empress in reverse and the Star in reverse. They're not seeing you in that beautiful, bright energy that they used to see you in, okay? And I'm sorry, like, to be so harsh, but I just feel like they're going through this personal transformation, reevaluating their needs, and they're not communicating that with you. They're just going off and doing their own thing. And their sense of direction is very vague to you. I don't think they've been very clear as to why they've broken up with you for their own self. You know, I really feel like they've been through this personal transformation, and you as a person no longer match vibrationally their vibration, okay? You're on different levels now, and that's why the Star and the Empress are reversed. And that's not to say you're less or they're less, it's just you're on different life paths now. So this could be a karmic relationship, and them also being like that harsh cutting King of Swords, like this is what's wrong with you, rather than communicating properly, like I've just been through a personal transformation, I just don't feel like we're a match anymore, okay? But they're still in this point of confusion, still trying to make a decision. But to be honest, I think the only reason why they're thinking strongly about staying with you, not the only reason, but the strongest reason why they're thinking about staying with you is because they want to stay in their comfort zone, okay? I'm sorry to be so harsh. But don't forget, you've got that ocean there. Like, you have so many opportunities that you could dabble in. And I know it's scary, but you have got that Star and that Empress energy. So you're a really strong person. You're just grieving at the moment, and that's what's put you out of whack, you know? So you're capable of anything. You can do whatever you want. Like, please don't self-depreciate. Like, and don't let this person make you feel like you deserve less, or don't let these harsh words cut you, because, like, you know, we had that Justice card. I really feel like you're holding on to that pain, like, of what they said to you. I must have put the Justice card away. I feel like you're holding it up to remind yourself, you know, that this is like what they think of you, so that you don't go back to them. But on the other hand, you want balance, and you want to, you know, you want to stay in your comfort zone and stay with who you know. But if you let go, and if you dabble in that pool, you're really going to find happiness. You're going to take that blindfold off. You're going to release all of your burdens. you're going to start a new journey, okay? And you're going to find new passions. If you take a leap of faith, you're going to find someone who you really are deeply spiritually connected to, like a soulmate, not just a karmic relationship, because I do feel like this is a karmic relationship because, you know, this actually came out in reverse, which to me was telling me this person's karmic, but it also means in conjunction with the Fool and the Page of Wands, if you take that leap of faith, you will find that connection through strength, okay? So I know it's a hard-hitting message, but I think it will be worth your while to let go of this person. And it's different for everyone. Obviously, it's just a general reading, so I don't want to say definitively that this is the case, but this is the overall energy for a lot of you, okay? Let's see what else comes up. Yeah. If you take a leap of faith, you're going to come back into balance. You're going to be the star again. Okay? And the Hangman in reverse, there's not a time for introspection anymore. It's just a time for you to take action, okay? It's, I think, you know, you've been protecting what you have. Time to pour it out of the cup. Make a decision. Right. Don't wait for this person to choose. You choose. Okay. You've got that ocean behind you. This is representative of you. The water is representative of you. Okay. Regardless if you're a water sign or not. You might be, but I'm seeing the water is representative of you. If you make your decision, you're going to come back into that star energy, because at the moment you're just carrying all of these burdens. But if you take action, if you take a leap of faith, you'll only have that one wand that is full of possibilities, and you'll experience new growth. Okay, so yeah, Page of Wands, the Sun again. Same message, okay? Time for conflict is over. The King of Wands is out, okay? This person's definitely karmic for most of you. Let's take some Arthurian tarots for further clarification. Let's see if we can find out for you what this new person will be like, okay? Give you some excitement and hope. So we got the Three of Swords, so there's definitely a breakup here, and as I said at the start, there could be a third person involved with this, with your ex. And I think there's another message there. When you start getting with somebody else, they're going to get jealous, okay? I really feel like they're that kind of person that would, even though they've broken up with you and played you, as soon as you get back with someone else, they get jealous. Bloody sods. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Typical, okay? They're going to want to keep you trapped, you know? They want to keep you as backup almost. Like if it doesn't work out with this third person, then you're their backup. Oh, gross. Sorry, I know I'm being judgmental, but Nine of Wands, like, yeah, they're keeping you as backup, guys. Oh, get rid of them. Sorry. But you're the High Priestess, right? You don't need them. You do not deserve to be treated like this in the least. And you're going to come and meet your magician, yeah? You're going to meet your magician, all right? Twin flame energy, soulmate energy, okay? The fog will clear. Six of Wands, you'll have cause for celebration. Eight of Wands, okay? You'll find a clear direction. The Devil in reverse, you'll feel unchained from your ex, okay? You'll feel like this karmic situation, this karmic situation is over, okay? And you'll be able to offer Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, this new love into your life, okay? And you will, Ten of Swords, go through a death and a rebirth, okay? You will rejuvenate, okay? Because we have the Nine of Cups You're going to feel very fulfilled, very happy. Whew. And Six of Pentacles, and you're going to feel like you're sharing and equal to, you know, I feel like you're really used to this energy of like being dominated, like you're less, like this person owns you, and that's so not on. Like, you're the High Priestess, you're the Empress, you're the Star, you know, you don't need to be treated in that way. So as soon as you realize that, you've got the Ace of Cups, you'll have a wealth of love coming away from that Knight of Cups, okay, who will come into your life as soon as you release this karmic situation. Like, yeah, pretty much by you waiting around for this person, you're creating resistance to the true person you're supposed to be with, is what I'm seeing. Let's take a mermaid oracle card. Yeah, you need some rest. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. So like this new person is not going to come in like a week later. Like, you will need some rest and rejuvenation. You need to learn to appreciate and love yourself, because I feel like you've been stuck in this energy of like, you're not worth a lot. You know, you've got father healing. I think you need to heal with masculine energy, not so much with fathers. Well, maybe, you know, the way your father treated you might have set the stage for the way you are treated by your partners, okay? So if your father didn't treat you well, then you seek out partners that aren't going to treat you well as either. That's just the cycle of our psychology, unfortunately. So if you heal your childhood traumas with your father and you rest, you'll come into a place of healing where you can accept proper love into your life, okay? And a way that you can do that is with morning affirmations and, you know, self-love practices and gratitude practices as well. I think will be really healthy, because you are very strong, very capable, especially despite all this negative energy and the way you've been treated. For you to be in the Star, the High Priestess, the Empress energy, and even though you've been made to be subservient, for you to still be in that energy shows just how strong you really are. So imagine how strong you could be. You'd be like the Empress, the High Priestess, the Star times a million when you come into your power, okay? Let's take a Goddess card, because I feel like this will be a good model for you. Woo. All right, we've got three cards. So we have Epona. I love Epona. I pulled her the other day. We have the High Priestess, dun dun dun, and we have Psyche. So Epona is a Celtic goddess. She was worshipped as a protectress of horses, a bringer of fecundity to mares, and a giver of well-being to foals. She's a symbol of abundance and plenty. Like the symbol of the horse, she is a bringer of fertility, a source of inspiration, and a figure of death. A psychopomp on the soul's final journey. Comfortable in both the realm of life and that of death, Epona is a strong symbol of independence, nurturing, intuitive understanding, instinct, and vitality. So you as the Queen of Cups as well are a nurturer, and it just shows that you can transform this death of your relationship into something really full of vitality and life. So Psyche is a mortal woman taken to a mysterious castle to be married to a fierce dragon. Blah, blah, blah. Psyche is a rich reminder of our imperative to grow. She reminds us that the process of life takes us into dark places as well as light, just as the butterfly emerges from the dark chrysalis into the light. Beautiful. So this is about transformation for you, okay? This is about coming out of the box into the light. And the High Priestess is the direct representative of the goddess on earth. She has direct responsibility for functions that ensure fertility and ongoing creation. Priestesses often were responsible for ensuring rain, so the goddess was the giver of dew and of rain. They often tended a sacred flame, the embodiment of the creative spark of life. She's a universal figure in such diverse guises as Isis in Egypt, Kuan Yin throughout all of Asia, Athena in Greece, and Rhiannon among the Celts. This goddess is all-knowing and all-wise. She creates life out of herself and bestows life-giving waters. At the proper time, she takes life away so that the divine spark in each person may be freed to continue on its journey. The High Priestess is a reminder of the innate wisdom in each of us. She demands that we connect to the divine spark within and manifest it in the world. So a really strong message I'm getting from these cards is transformation and self-love, that, you know, the spark you have comes from within you and not from anybody else, okay? So you don't need this ex's validation. You give it to yourself. You have the strength and the capability to give yourself all the love you need. And when you embody that power, you're going to invite unconditional love into your world, okay? So we'll take an animal spirit card to see what your future energy will be once you transform. I didn't even have to shuffle. Okay, so we have the hummingbird, we have the turtle, and the lamb. So I think like you're really like this pure, innocent energy, and you're really patient with people. Especially when they treat you, oh, not especially, but even when they don't treat you well, you're still patient with them. You still give them second chances because you have a hard shell, okay? You can deal with that, and you almost wear the shell, like how the Justice card holds a sword, as like your emblem, like proudly, so that you can remind yourself how strong you are, okay? And the hummingbird is all about how independent the hummingbird is and how it sources nectar from the tree all for itself. It does everything it needs. It finds food, nourishment, all of that for itself, okay? It doesn't depend on anyone or anything for life. So this is about you, that you are the hummingbird innately. You can find all of this creation of life within yourself, all of this love within yourself, okay? And I feel like for you, it'd be really good to open up your third eye. Do some meditations, do some affirmations, okay? Reconnect with your inner child and heal those things that need to be healed so that you can invite proper unconditional love into your life and release the shell, release the sword, okay? And, you know, the turtle is kind of like, it reminds me of blind faith, like it swims in the darkness. So trust in the universe that it will take you to the right place, and trust that you are the light that will guide you to the right place in the world. See how the hummingbird lights up the darkness? The turtle trusts that it knows where to go in the darkness, okay? Trust in yourself. Trust that you will come to the right place in life through your own self-devotion and self-love. You don't need validation from anybody else, okay? And just return back to your younger childhood days and heal what needs to be healed. Whew, okay. And for our final message, we're going to take a Moonology card. Okay. So nothing is yet set in stone, the mutable moon. So I think this is just like a caution card. Like, just remember who you are and your strengths, because as I said, nothing is yet set in stone. This person is deciding whether or not to stay in their comfort zone or not. So they might come back to you and say that they want to be with you, but I don't know if that's 100% the best option for you. I feel like this person is holding you back because your dreams need a practical plan. You are stronger without this person. They're not a practical solution for what you're looking for, okay? Because you need to balance spirituality and practicality. You're the high priestess, okay? I think you've been too much in like this mind of like, well, this is like, you know, this is the logical solution because if I stay with them, then I don't have to move out, or if I stay with them, then I don't have to change my bank details, all that jazz, right? But you need to balance your spirituality and your practicality. What is good for your soul path, okay? Ultimately, on the soul level, all that superficial stuff on the surface doesn't matter. It's about what leads you in life, and that's your spirituality, okay? So this is the time to give to yourself rather than take from others, okay? So what I mean by that is, it's a time for you to give love to yourself rather than take love from those who pretend to offer it to you. I really don't feel like this person was offering you true love. I think what they were offering you was validation, and they were seeking validation. So this is a time for you to give to yourself rather than take love from others. Be bold and make the first move. The cardinal moon, maybe you should be bold, make the first move and tell this person that you're not getting back with them, that it's not going to happen, because I can feel it. You guys are still texting every now and then, you're still talking every now and then, because they want to keep you on the sidelines, remember? They want to keep you as backups, and they're not completely letting you go, they're just giving you breadcrumbs. But be bold, make the first move, cut them off, okay? What do you need to release? Figure that out. Pardon me. What do you need to heal? What do you need to release, okay? And believe in yourself. Remember, you're the high priestess, the empress, the queen of cups. What else did you get? And the star. Holy guacamole, you guys are amazing, amazingly strong, beautiful souls, okay? So believe that and embrace that. And I really hope this helped you. It might not have been what you wanted to hear, but I feel like it's what you needed to hear. So I really hope it helped you. I'm sending you so much love, so much strength at this difficult time. And please leave a comment down below if this resonated with you. If you'd like a private reading with me, then my email address is in the description box below. And I will see you in the next reading, my loves. Ciao for now. Hello, group number 2, welcome. So, we're going to start with the Sentinel Tarot as usual. We're asking a question. For group number 2, will they get back together with their ex? Will they get back together with their ex? Knight of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. They get back together with their ex for group number 2. Oh, that is just way too many cards. Alright, let's take these. Alright. Okay. 10 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Swords. Queen of Swords. King of Wands, running out of space, Magician in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Can you see all of those? Let's move him over a little bit. Okay. Holy crap. If I can be so candid. So, this person charged out the door. They were like, nah, see you later, I'm going. See how it's the opposite way? They were like, ciao, ciao, bye for now. I'm out. It's like they were overthinking the situation. Yeah, they felt like they were having to put out too many fires, you know, fight too many battles, and they were like, I'm done. I'm done. They just gave up, really. They just gave up. But usually I read these in order, but I feel like I'm not going to read these in order. Something changed. We've got a lot of 10s here. 10, 20, 30. 10, 10, 10. This cycle ended. Whilst you were stable financially, communally, you had a home together, might have even had dogs together. See how the woman looks to the man, but the man's looking away from her, and they're ignoring the child, and the grandfather's like, I don't even know what's going on here. It wasn't, you all lost your way, okay? Whilst you technically had the family and then the house and all that jazz, it wasn't connected, it wasn't fluid, it just wasn't working. It wasn't this 10 of Cups, okay? I feel like a lot of you have been married for group number 2 and you are divorced and you had children or dogs or cats or fish or guinea pigs, whatever. But you did have things that you were responsible for, And they were just like, no, I'm done. Catch you later, alligator. So this has ended. But thanks to this ending, a big change came through. A really big change. And I feel like you took off the blindfold. You stepped out of this energy of feeling trapped. And you came into this Queen of Swords energy, and although you had all of these 8 swords like trapping you, you now hold them as what keeps you strong, what keeps you powerful, because you rose above it. Yeah. I actually feel like you had something to do with this breakup. You wanted the breakup to happen, but now you've cleansed from this energy and you're ready to move back together and work through this together now. So I feel like you had something to do with this breakup as well. Like it was either mutual, or you suggested it, or they might have run out the door. It might not have been your idea, but you were okay with it once you realized you could work with it. Like, breakups are always devastating, but I just feel like you made it into something good. You realized that it had a purpose. And I feel like this person, your counterpart, is feeling really unstable right now, as, you know, or they were feeling really unstable. So you came into this Queen of Swords energy. They were feeling really unstable, really out of whack. But once they untethered themselves from you and they went through this change, they became the King of Wands energy, and that's the person you fell in love with. That's the person you were attracted to, and they were attracted to that Queen energy. But I feel like you've transformed. You're not the same as you used to be exactly, okay? But your person is looking out and wanting to share in that life with you again. 6 of Cups, okay? Wanting to share in with your children again, or share those responsibilities again, okay? Because they've come back into their balance. They've come back into their equilibrium. They've found their strength, okay? You guys have managed to tame the fears that caused this death originally. And it looks like it's going to be healthy for you to come back together. But I feel like this breakup was really necessary for you two to find yourselves again, you know? Like, I feel like this really had to happen, because although you had the 9 and 10 of Cups, it just was out of balance. It was out of whack. It's not like the things weren't there, but, you know, you're still missing 1 cup. And now you're ready to come back in and make this Page of Cups offer. They're ready to come back in and make this Page of Cups offer and finish off those 9 of Cups, so you can come back into a healthy 10 of Cups energy. Does that make sense? So technically you had the 10 of Cups before, you had the 10 of Pentacles before, you know, but it was out of whack, and you've had this Tower moment. You've had this huge change happen, this breakup, and it's almost like it's done this transformation of these energies so that now they're healthy. But you had to understand whatever this collapse, whatever knowledge this collapse brought to you, you had to know that in order to rejuvenate this. I hope that makes sense, okay? You had to know what it was like to be apart from each other to really enjoy this more. You guys might have been together since high school or something. Like, I feel like you have been together for a very long time and you hardly remember what it was like to be apart from this person. And so you were willing to, you know, break free from all of this so that you could have a new start, so that you can take action and have a new start and find new passions and new friends and explore new sexualities. You know, you have to have this time away, but I feel like you're going to come back into this strength. This person's going to come back into their strength because they're the King of Wands, to come back to you. Okay, because yeah, now they're in this Emperor energy, and they're going to want to make you a new offer. Yeah. And they want to reconsolidate the home together. Okay, so you did have that home, but it felt like, you know, this kind of came out like flipped out from reverse up front. So it was like this energy transformed from this reverse energy where you didn't feel like you were at home anymore. You didn't feel like they didn't feel like they belonged anymore. Okay, but now it's reversed. They've come back into this Emperor energy, and the Emperor being your counterpart, is now ready to start a new journey and make a new offer towards you to come back into this equilibrium, because they realized that this change was a necessity. They realized that they had to let go of these things to know what it was that they were missing so that they could be this emperor, okay? They had to let go of these things so that they could find the strength within them to share more emotionally with you rather than just financially, you know? Where is it? Okay, so they had to let go of the material to find the emotional again. Yeah? They had to know what it was like to be away from you, to find themselves again, so that they could come into a balanced energy and meet back with you in your balanced energy, okay? Clear up the clutter, all right, so that you can come back into this 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. But it feels like the 10 of Pentacles just isn't as important anymore, and now it's more about this 10 of Cups. It's more about the emotional fulfillment, not the finances or the material, okay? And they're going to charge back in, yeah? But in a whole new way, in a whole new person. It's like Aladdin, a whole new world. Let's take some Arthurian tarots for further clarification. I hope that was making sense. So let's see if they're going to make an offer to you or if you should make an offer to them. But I feel like they're going to make an offer to you because they're now in that King of Wands Emperor energy and they're looking for a new start. They see you as their Empress. So the Emperor and the Emperor, you know, you guys are a perfect match. And I just think like you needed to have this death so that you could come back into this emotional wealth, you know. The Emperor needed to have a death with his, pardon me, Empress, okay. Feel what it was like emotionally, the pain emotionally to be away with you so that they could recognize the importance and the weight that emotions have in this relationship. I really feel like they just weren't focused on your relationship in the spiritual and emotional sense. It was all about, oh, have you paid the bills, honey? Or did you take have you picked up the kids from school yet? Or, you know, it was all that kind of stuff. It wasn't about like, how's your day? You know, but now you're both thinking clearly. You're both thinking clearly. And they're putting the plan into action on how they can approach you, I'm feeling. Okay, they're starting to plan how they can, you can come back into each other's lives. Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So they're going to come back with maybe less finances than what they had before. Maybe there was a financial loss in this divorce, but still willing to make a new start. Yeah, still willing to make the best of this change that's happened, this has occurred. See how the cup rises above everything else? It was like this moment that brought forth that connection, that deeper connection again. This death of this material world needed to happen so that you could remember why it is that you fell in love in the first place, okay? Again, we've got the Death card. Okay, this had to happen. It had to happen because I feel like you two were deceiving yourself about the relationship. It was all about the material. It wasn't about the emotion. And you were deceiving yourselves that everything was okay, and that's why they kind of charged out the door as soon as they had the opportunity, because they didn't know how to deal with their emotion. They didn't know how to deal with the pain of things all of a sudden changing, so they just ran away as quickly as they could. But you've come back into this Queen of Cups energy and you're willing to accept the new refreshed and rejuvenated love into your life that they are now wanting to bring you as the Knight of Swords now approaching you, okay? No longer facing away, now approaching you, okay? So yes, I do feel like they're going to make the offer to you, not you to them, but you just need to have open arms and be ready to accept whatever they choose to pour into that cup and nourish your home and family again. And if you don't have a family, then I feel like you do have some shared responsibilities that require nourishment, that require attention and love. Even if it's plants, you know. Let's take a Mermaid Oracle card. A new dawn. Yeah. So it's just like the sun set, You went through the night and now a new dawn is coming. So you had to get through the darkness for a new dawn. And you know what? The sun's going to set again and the sun's going to rise again. This is just how life works, okay? And hopefully it won't be as drastic every time round, but I feel like this had to happen so that you could get back onto that path of your soul paths, you know? Especially because you're the Empress and he is or she is the Emperor. You are like a really healthy soulmate match, you know. You do have some sort of spiritual connection, but you need to let yourself receive the love that is now coming into your life, okay? And for some of you, there is some father healing that needs to be done, similar to group number 1, because if your father didn't love you or treat you well as a child, then you seek out partners in your future that reflect the love that your father gave you. So if you heal that energy from your childhood, then you will bring in a new energy of love into your relationship. Let's take a Moonology card. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Yeah, you just needed a refresh. You just needed a rejuvenation for your relationship. But surrender to the divine, release any control issues, and just do that healing. Surrender the past to the divine as well. I'm saying, like, you've got that full moon. The past is in the past. Let it go and just be willing to move forward now. And I feel like that is the energy that your person has. You know, they're really thinking clearly with that Ace of Swords, and they just really want to move forward with you. Okay. It's time to take action. So yes, I do feel like this is going to be happening rather soon. They are, you know, in that Knight of Swords energy facing towards you now. So they're thinking of an action plan, and it's almost time to take action for this new romantic cycle. Let's take an animal spirit card. We'll see what your energy is now for your relationship and what your energy is in the future for your relationship. So we have the bear. So you're coming out of hibernation. Again, it's like that new dawn, okay? You're leaving the winter and you're entering the spring. You're leaving the cold behind and you're entering the warmth. Time for growth, time for nourishment. And you've got the owl. You're both going to be wiser and stronger for it, for this time. It's going to serve you both spiritually. It's going to serve your relationship spiritually, okay? So this is your energy now, and this is coming into the future. So yes, you are emerging from the darkness now. And the owl. Abundance, clairvoyant, and treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your Dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. That's beautiful. So your relationship is going to be even better than it was before because of this death. This has been huge for your relationship and for you as individuals. You are going to be even better off for it. Yeah. And I know for some people, like, they think, well, like, we're broken up, like, we must be destined to break up again. That's not true. Like, pardon me, like, I know a couple, for example, that have been together since they were 14. We'll take an angel card. And they broke up when they were like 19 for 2 years, and they grew and they transformed together, and now they've been together, they're in their 50s. They've been together for years and years and years, okay? So sometimes it's just about spending time for yourself, especially if you've been together for a long time. It's just about rejuvenation. So we have children again. So I do feel like a lot of you have children, and it's going to be healing for them, for you two to come back together. If you don't have children, then there could potentially be children coming your way now. That might be the next phase of your relationship. Also, some of you, this is about returning back to that inner child, especially for those of you that need some father healing. It's time to return back to inner child and heal those inner traumas so that you can come back to this relationship fully refreshed and ready to accept love. And we have the Archangel Michael, which is about protecting you and helping and guide you to make an important decision, okay? So he's going to help you and help your counterpart to make the right decision, yeah? And we'll take a Goddess card as our final card. Demeter. And Athena. So Athena is presented by the Greeks as the virgin goddess of war and wisdom, a symbol of courage and friendship. She often counsels warriors to gentleness. So I think this is very much like you're coming out of that warrior mode where you feel like you're constantly battling with this person into a space of love and gentleness and kindness. She's especially honored as a goddess of agriculture, the creative of the olive tree. So literally you two are going to be extending olive branches to one another. She's a patron of all useful and elegant arts. In Greek mythology, Athena is said to have breathed soul into the men created by Prometheus and to have helped Prometheus steal fire from the heavens to give to men. Athena is a wonderful affirmation that there are no limits to what a woman can do with her intellect and creative ability. And you definitely have high intellect and creative ability. So be creative about how you can approach this person with love. And then we have Demeter. So Demeter is an ancient great mother goddess, a goddess of life and death. The Greeks emphasized her role as goddess of the cultivated earth, the giver of fruitfulness and abundance, and provider of the gift of agriculture. Demeter offers a blessing of fruitfulness and possibility of coming joy, of abundant life, and of hope. There you go. So have hope, you have joy and abundance coming for this relationship and for your home and life, okay? Beautiful. All right, that is all I have for you, group number 2. I really hope that was helpful for you and I answered your question. If you'd like a private reading with me, then my email's in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next reading, my loves. Ciao for now. Hello, group number 3, welcome. So we're going to start with the Central Tarot deck. And we're going to ask the question, will we get back together? So Spirit, will group number 3 get back together with their ex? Please, will group number 3 get back together with their ex? So we have Justice and the High Priestess, but it did come out in reverse to me, which makes it in reverse to you. Okay. The Ten of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and finally we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so I feel like in order to do justice to your relationship, to you as an individual, to your counterpart as an individual, you had to break up. I feel like there was no kind of other option that was respectable. I don't know what the situation was, but I just really feel like as a matter of respect for one another and for those around you, you had to break up. It wasn't so much that you wanted to or that they wanted to, but that you had to. And you very much felt way out of whack. Like you just, it tipped you on your head because it's not at all what you wanted, but you were trying to do the right thing, and I feel like it's not at all what they wanted. I'm really feeling a lot of grief here, a lot of a sense of devastation, a sense of loss, because, you know, the High Priestess in a relationship can represent that Pisces kind of energy, so it's super romantic love. Pardon me. And for that to be taken away is devastating. Chicken, stop it. That's my dog, sorry. Nugs. No, I got fluff stuck to me. Oh my God, girl, no, I'm doing a reading. Come on, go to bed. Get in your bed. Oh my God. Get in your bed, girl. Okay, and I really feel like you made the decision to go out and date new people, seek new opportunities, because there was just no way that you two could get back together. It feels like this kind of like Romeo and Juliet situation going on here. Like you were forced to be apart and you were forced to stay apart. So you went to explore new options, but you really felt like this death of your relationship, and I feel like you felt this death of yourself. Like it just, you weren't meeting your needs anymore. You knew what you needed, yet you weren't meeting them for some of you. But for some of you, I'm seeing that because you went out and saw new opportunities, you experienced this transformation, you experienced the death of the old. You now knew what it was that you needed to move forward, and you did come into this Nine of Cups energy where you felt balanced again, okay? But nonetheless, this person is going to come back into your life. I feel like for some people, they're going to come charging in almost like secretly, like on the dark horse, like at night time, throwing pebbles at your window, I feel like, and make you an offer. And I'm getting the sense that for some of you, there's like this parental interference here. Like your parents are saying that they're not good enough for you and vice versa because there's not enough money involved. So I feel like they've been doing the work and they're going to come back to you with enough money so that you can be together in union. That's what I'm getting for a lot of you. For some of you, I'm seeing that this old person is not coming back into your life, but because you finally understand what it is that you want, you come back into this beautiful vibration where you feel happy and peaceful again, and a new person comes into your life through which you can have union with, okay? So either way, you are finding love, but for some of you, it's with the old person, and for some of you it's with a new person. So I might have to split this reading into group A and group B, but let's see if I can get some more clarification. Yep, that just happened. Okay, that's what happens when you wear a poncho. Okay, let's get some more clarification. I had to, my computer, I'm uploading another video and it went to sleep, so I had to wake it up again. Okay. So, the Chariot. I feel like, yeah, this matches up with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they are moving away from this old way of life that was draining their finances, I feel, is how they saved, and they are coming into this new way of life to harvest what they have so that they can make this presentation to you so that you can come into union. Let's see what else. Okay. Okay. For some of them, they're walking away. 8 of Cups. But what are they walking away from? I don't feel like they're walking away from you. I feel like they're walking away from what they used to consider as valuable, changing their direction, changing their values so that they can come together in union with you. Let's see if there's a new person in here. Okay. There is going to be a lot of cause for celebration, and this looks like your family are in on it too, because there is a new financial abundance that came about because of this devastation and this Tower moment where you two were forced to be apart. And the Hangman in reverse, they've been contemplating figuring out how they could come back to you, and they've been weighing up their values. They walked away from their old values, okay? And for part of that, it meant not offering you everything that you valued either, okay? But they decided it was time to make a change so that you could celebrate together. Yeah, I feel like they've secretly been doing the work so that they could come to make this offer with you. Or they secretly are doing the work at the moment so they can come to make this offer for you, okay? Because you might still be here, or you might still be here, or you might still be here. You know, this might have just happened. You might finally be seeing new people. You might finally be experiencing the death. You might be here. You might have figured out what it is that you now want. You might be here. You might be feeling balanced again, okay? And vibrationally, like, if this is a soulmate or a twin flame, you two would be a match. So if you come into this 9 of Cups energy where you feel abundant and you feel like you can have anything in the world and you feel like you're capable of anything and everything, then they're going to feel capable to reassess and reevaluate so that they can come back to you in union. Ace of Wands, yeah. I see this as a yes card, that you are going to get back together. Yes, you are going to get back together. But you're going to need to allow time, and this person is going to be secretive with you for your sake, because they're on the lookout. They feel like they have to defend themselves from your family, but they still see you as their empress. But they're not willing to go through this rubbish anymore. They're not willing to feel like that you two have to be isolated from the rest of your family and the rest of your community just so that you could be together, because they want to offer you the world, okay? And the world to you is to have your family, to have your friends, and to have them, okay? Even though 8 of Swords, you might be feeling a little bit trapped by those people, they see that if they can transform themselves, you'll come out of this entrapment and you'll be able to celebrate with your family and friends this relationship together, okay? You'll even be able to get married, I'm feeling, for a lot of you. Perhaps this is where this kind of justice came from, was like, you were going to get married, there was a proposal involved, and you were told no by your families, you know? Or maybe not, actually. No, I feel like you tried to elope and you got caught for some of you. Good effort, though. Good effort. But, yeah, you've come into this star energy. You are going to come into the star energy. If you're not there, you're balanced again. And they've come into their emperor energy. And now, you know, you're both thinking clearly. You're ready to make a fresh new start so that you can emotionally fulfill one another and seek a clear direction in life and clearly communicate to the people around you. Again, we've got an 8. That you two are capable, okay? And I feel like your family and your friends are going to be more willing to listen and more willing to compromise when you show them the proof of your improvements, okay? Individually and together. Okay, and yeah, there will be a celebration. So this could be your wedding. You could be able to have approval for that wedding. Let's take some more clarification from the Arthurian. If you aren't engaged to be married, like it's just like celebrating your relationship together, you know, celebrating your commitment together. Okay. Four of Pentacles, you get to share your treasures with everybody, you know. I feel like, you know, I'm really seeing this picnic vibe here. It's not so much about protecting what you have by, like, I feel like your family would try to protect you from potential problems financially with this person, but now it's like, no, like, we have an abundance. We can all share and celebrate. Six of Wands again with one another. Ace of Pentacles, because everything's going to come back into fruition. Everything is going to be as it should. Judgment, okay, so you had to break up to bring justice, but now we have judgment. It's going to bring a balance of the past and the present. And again, everything's going to be lush. It's going to be a new perspective on your relationship, and everyone is going to be celebrating that relationship, okay? Let's take a Goddess card. Okay, we have Ixchel. She's an ancient Mayan moon goddess who reigns supreme throughout the Yucatan Peninsula in southern Mexico and as far south as El Salvador for more than a millennium. She is also called the Queen, our mother, the White Lady, and the Goddess of Becoming. Although married to the sun, she is fiercely independent, allowing no one to own her. She remains free to come and go as she chooses. As the fertility goddess, she makes women fruitful and sends fertilizing rains to the earth. She is particularly honored as a patroness of childbirth and a healing goddess of medicine. Like many moon goddesses, she is the patroness of weaving. Ixchel, like the waxing and waning moon, is comfortable with all sides of life. Her energy is midwife to our own creative ideas. So I really feel like this new energy is going to be like your family don't own your life anymore. Your family don't own your decisions anymore. Okay, you are now a multifaceted person. You're an adult. You're not a child anymore. You can make your own decisions. You truly know what you want. Okay, you know how to bring yourself into valuable fruition and greatness. You've been through this death and transformation. You just, you know. Let's take a Mermaid Oracle card. Okay. Self-forgiveness. Let go of all guilt. And I feel like this is family guilt. Let go of guilt, like that you aren't respecting them or that you aren't holding up to your word. You have held up to your word. You have respected them. You've made a huge sacrifice for them. And you have compromised and come into this place of, what's the word? Like, you've improved. Like, you've made it. What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm like really tired now. You one up to them. Does that make sense? You're like, okay, if that's not good enough for you, I'll do better. I'll do better and then it'll be good enough, you know? So you've given them what they want, that's all. And new abundance and exciting things will come because of that, waves of prosperity. So dream big, let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding because you are succeeding already in time and space. This relationship is already happening. It's already in the making, okay? So just, what does that feel like? What does that smell like? What does it, you know, what does it look like? Imagine all of that as though it's already happening. Because it is happening at some point, you know. It's happened in the past. You've had it in the past until you had to break up. You're going to have it in the future for the rest of your life. So this is really just a very small amount of time where you're not together, okay? So ultimately, on the larger scale of your life, look at the bigger picture, you know. You are always prevalent in one another's lives. So don't, instead of focusing on what is lacking in your life right now, focus on what is there, if that makes sense. Let's take an animal spirit card. So we have the dragon, transformation, okay? Looking upon the inner self, seeing what's really valuable to you and what's really valuable to them. You've really discovered what matters now, and that's what's allowed this person to come into this place where they can make the right offer so that you can be together in union, okay? And the hyena is like sarcasm, like hiding your feelings with sarcasm. So I think you need to release that because it's creating resistance to moving forward. I think like you're a bit bitter to your family too, so you might communicate with them very sarcastically, okay? But you need to heal that. You've got the frog energy, you've got the turtle energy, so you need to trust in the divine, and you know, you do need to have a sense of blind faith. Stop focusing on the small details, okay? That came up in, what other card was it? That's come up twice now, is that you're focusing too much on the little details. Look at the bigger picture, okay? Because you are coming into this owl energy, which is abundance and wisdom and growth and like this boon of this greatness, okay? Everything that you desire is coming. Just release the resistance, yeah? And let's take a Moonology card. You and your loved ones are safe. So if you're worried that your connections with your families are going to suffer if you get back with this person, they won't. You and your loved ones are safe. They are going to celebrate with you. And remember, we had the Judgment card. It's going to be a balance of the past and the present. Everyone will be celebrating this new offer, this new life, okay? Have faith in your dreams because they will come into fruition, because conclusions are within reach. As soon as you release that resistance, don't let your past hold you back, because I feel like this is coming. You can expect powerful change as soon as you release that resistance and you stop letting the past hold you back. Okay? Big stuff, guys. Very big. And as our final message, we will take an angel oracle. Listening. The universe is listening to you, and your person is listening to, especially if you're spiritually linked, they feel you and you feel them. So you might not be physically communicating with them, but you are communicating through spirit and they are listening, okay? So as long as you hold that resistance, they're going to listen to that, and they're not going to come into this energy as soon as they could. All right, they'll listen to you. Accept if you release that and you have that acceptance of what they want to bring to you in your life, they will come through with that a lot faster, okay? Because you're both going through this element, this time of spiritual growth, okay? And as you spiritually grow, your connection grows, yeah? So I feel like they're really hearing you right now. I think you're really hearing them, okay? Because you have a blessing coming. You might be having children too. There is an element of pregnancy in that card. All right. Whew. Okay, I'm going to take a nap. I'm exhausted. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. I'm so grateful for it. If you would like a private reading with me, then my email's in the description box below. But I really hope this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, just keep in mind it is a general reading, and maybe try a different pile or try a different reading even. But keep a lookout because I do readings every day. So hopefully if I haven't been able to answer your questions today, I'll be able to answer your questions soon, or you can email me for a private reading and send me your questions, okay? But I really hope this helped. I'm sending you so much love and strength in this time. yeah, a lot of love, a lot of love and strength, okay? But I will see you in the next reading. Ciao for now.